Hey friends, it's Nitya with Karma Chameleon. Welcome. Wow, what a month May has been. I hope it has been a transformative time for you in the most positive and evolving of ways. This is Karma Chameleon, and I offer Feng Shui information and wisdom, flying stars for each month, and also reading the BaZi Chinese astrology of celebrities to better understand our own lives. So I have questions for you. Feel free to subscribe, follow, and leave comments or questions, because I have questions at this now moment. So also just want to mention that if you go to the Karma Chameleon blog, you'll see all of these writings that I do every month about the flying stars and how to place cures in your home and work with these energies. If you are interested in a virtual or in-person Feng Shui consultation, please reach out. I am doing bookings now for summer. And just so you know, I only take a few of these. They are very labor-intensive, time-taking. I just finished one that took so many hours. So I really do an in-depth, very personal job for you. And I never forget a house. So once you're my client, as long as you want it, I'm there for you. The same goes for BaZi Chinese astrology readings. And just a little side note before we dive into the month of June, that I've made some changes. Now you can order a reading that is an hour-long verbal reading together. And then there's another option for you to get a written report that goes into depth. That also comes with a 30-minute Q&A. But just wanted to let you know that. There's also an option on karmachameleon.com about getting couples readings, something that I really enjoy doing, because often we can really see where our sticky points are with each other. And inevitably there are sticky points, right? So let's dive in. The month, and you know how I like to begin, is where we're coming from. Before you can move forward, we need to see, where have you been? All right, so first, let's remember this is the year of the rabbit. The rabbit in its nature is rather passive, very laid back, and they tend to be great negotiators, fabulous diplomats, creatures that like to find accord and harmony in their environment. It's very important for them. They're sensitive souls. This is not a big year for making big investments, launching huge things. This is a year for planning. And I know my very active brain, being a horse person, my very active brain says, slow down, which is so hard for me, and pace myself, which again, that really is the flavor of this year. If you look at how a rabbit moves, when it's not being chased, when it's not afraid, it just kind of hops. And it's like, hop, nibble some clover, hop, hop. Smell the breeze, hop, hop. That's our flavor for this year. Take in your environment. Assess, evaluate, negotiate. Been doing a lot of that with myself and others. And get ready for next year. The year of the dragon, my friends, is going to truly be transformative for all our world. I cannot wait to share my insights with you in the coming months. So May brought us the snake. You remember I found here on my property a full, newly released skin of a snake. at the beginning of the month. Wow, did I take that as an auspicious sign. And transformation and change is a regular part of our day-to-day life, but there are definitely points where it feels like there is an intensity in what is being asked of us in our transformation. And we remember that the beginning of May was also eclipse season when we look at the Western astrology. So I would say that for many of us, the first half of May felt very intense. It was yin fire snake. So we had yin fire sitting on top of the snake, which is yang fire. That's a lot of heat. And for people like me who have a very strong fire element in our charts, it can feel too much. And that's definitely what I felt. I felt a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress. And even as I was propelling and motivating and an active participant in the change that I was initiating in my life, you know how it goes. Once you push the ball down the hill, it's out of your control. You've initiated the change, but it's rare that you have your hands manipulating every turn of that ball going down the hill. And in fact, it serves us well to not have full control and to not only allow, but be curious about what the change you have initiated or has been initiated, where it's taking you. To be curious. I can tell you, the last few years, I know a bunch of us have landed in some funky spaces we never thought we'd be in. And yet, look at how you've changed. And if you don't like the changes, you can change that too. We're only as stuck as we believe we're stuck. Truly. Anyway, here we go. June. I must say, June is one of my favorite months. It is the month of the horse. I'm born in the year of the horse, day of the ox. I would say I really, you often vibe with your year or your day. And some people really blend the two. I definitely think I blend the two. But other people really lean into one or the other. I've seen people completely reject their own day pillar and lean more into their year. And a lot of it also depends on our environment and our circumstances. So we've got June galloping in on the hooves of a yang earth horse. Yang earth makes me think of mountains, but I also feel like this feels like the beach and warm sunshine. And I would imagine it's going to be a drier month in parts of our world, more so than usual. And I would also venture to guess a warmer month. That would be a good thing here in Virginia. It has been a rather chilly month of May. Hence why I'm still wearing a sweater. Craziness. So we look at the relationship. What's happening with the horse dancing into the arena of Queen Rabbit? So you see each month we have these animals come in to say hello to our annual animal. And this year we have the Queen of the Rabbits. Queen Rabbit says, the horse, you bug me to no end. You irritate me because I like to hop and savor and enjoy the world in a very passive, laid-back way. Meanwhile, the horse is vroom, vroom, vroom. Yeah. So the irritation is in the air. Yes, it's palpable. It's like flies at a picnic. It's like gnats in your eye when you're trying to play tennis or pickleball. Love pickleball. It's like the feeling inside you when you're ready to move, ready to launch something, ready to say go, ready, go. And the rabbit's going, put my mug down. Nope, nope. Have you ever seen two rabbits, how they box each other? I remember seeing this one rabbit literally pop the other one right in the face. That's kind of the flavor of this month. The rabbit is saying to the horse, you're bugging me. Zoom, 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 zoom. It's like the mom sitting there in her beach chair, just trying to read her magazine. And her kids, boom, 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 boom. Mom, I want this. Boom, 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 boom. Mom, can I have that? Boom, 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 boom. I'm hungry. It's like that. You just want to be the peaceful little rabbit sitting back enjoying your day. Meanwhile, the horse is zipping around. And so my feeling is that it feels like frustrating delays and a stop-start kind of whiplash. Like, ooh, we're going. Nope, nope, we're not. Ooh, we're going. Oh, we're not. Or are we? Did we think we were going? And now we're not going. So I feel like I'm about to end a school year, the first year of running a preschool, the community yoga preschool. And it feels good to be ending something in this month coming up of the horse. And it feels very right to not be launching anything new and waiting for that to come, which is coming. I have just about always hatching something, but yes, I have things that will be coming out in August and going into the fall. So that's the flavor. And one of the great things about astrology and Feng Shui is the wisdom of knowing ahead of time. So knowing this, if you look at what work you have going on, maybe some things happening in your home, you might want to pause, reevaluate, do what the rabbit would do in a situation like this and revisit. Even if it feels like an irritating hesitation, delay, sit with it. There's a reason. We are not meant to go, 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 go. Nope. The beauty of these rhythms of astrology, of the Tao, which is what Feng Shui and Chinese astrology and Yin Yoga, which I teach on Insight Timer, fabulous app. They teach us to be in flow with these universal energies that have been honored and worked with for thousands of years. Yeah, so that's my chat with you about the month of June 2023. And again, happy to have your questions in the comments. Keep it positive, friends. Keep it real. And don't be pushing a political, religious agenda. Thank you. Anyway, all right, let's go around the bagua. And remember, it's a lot of information. I'm going to move kind of quick. I try to keep these videos under 30 minutes because our attention span is 0. So thank you for sticking with me so far. So we're going to move around the bagua. The cool thing, I forgot to mention this, June, all the annual flying stars are doubled. This is awesome. Why? Because the best energies are the ones that we really want to bring focus to. And the negative energies we want to really depress and leave alone, dark, quiet, calm. So let's see, where are we moving? Now, you know, the first spot I start is the center of the home, which is your heart of your home. This is where you set the vibe, the tone of, because the center energy radiates out through the whole house. It's the only aspect of the Bhagavad that does that. This is where the 4-star is this year. The 4-star is wood energy, yang wood. And we know yang wood and the center, which is earth, are in conflict. So the focus here is to mitigate. This is a place for love and creative projects. Best colors are all our yummy fire colors, red and rose and violet, fuchsia. Bring this in with your carpets, your art, everything. If you have the space and all other elements out, just focus on those fire colors. Bring in, if you have the space, for a love altar that has a pair of birds, possibly a pair of rose quartz crystals, pair of candles, hot pink, red, favorite pictures of you and your love. Or if you're looking for love, favorite picture of a couple you greatly admire and look up to. And yes, it's okay. And it's not cheesy. I've done it myself to frame a picture of celebrity couple. What else? Oh, and also something I love is just adding little mementos, little trinkets of things that you've collected in your time together. So really honoring your relationship. And if you are not interested in doing that, you can also opt to lean towards a red vase filled with brushes and pens that speak to creativity. If you are an artist, a musician, you could even have that red jar with a scroll of your favorite musical composition in there. Okay. Another option is 4 stalks of lucky bamboo in a red vase. Coming around, this is such a beautiful area. The 9-star of future wealth and abundance is in the north. It's my front door. So happy about that. And it's now doubled. So we want to mitigate this fire element in the north, which is a water element, and your career sector with all colors of green and turquoise and purple. My favorite color. And this is like an amazing place if you have a north-facing home or a north-facing office. All colors of green, lush plants. Turquoise is another great color. If you have access to this, you could also do like flowers that bloom, like irises or lavender, that have purpley blue looking flowers. Yeah, so purple flowers outside of your house would be great. Okay, and again, if I didn't mention it, don't bring it in. Don't bring it in. So we're focusing on green with purple. We're looking at florals and landscapes. And again, we're tying this into carpets and pillows and art, all of it. And don't forget your vision board. Vision board can also, if you don't like cutting and pasting from magazines, words and images of everything you want to manifest this year, you can also write a love note to the universe saying, this year I want to manifest. I know it's June. You can still, doesn't matter. You can still set the stage for the rest of your year, right? I've already gone over with a Sharpie, X'd out some things and edited mine. You can do that too. Yeah, so it can be a written note. It can be a vision board. And another item that you can have is 9 silk purple flowers in a green vase. And a red arowana carp fish in a prominent place if you want to use that. That's another good one. This is going to especially affect people born on the day or the year of the rat. Okay. Let's come around to the northeast. Not a good spot. This is an area where I would not want a bedroom, an office, anything really major, a room where I spend a lot of time. The northeast is doubled up with the 7-star. The 7-star is metal. Metal is nourished by the earthiness of the northeast, and this speaks of the threat to your physical and financial security. Double check your doors, your security systems, things like that. Be mindful. This is, oh my God, not a place to store knives or weapons of any kind. Look at what's happening here. Don't use this as an office. The risk of a lawsuit, bankruptcy, fights that turn violent, surgery, injury with sharp knives, not a happy thing. Not a place to have a safe, a cash register, a desk, a checkbook. So we want to really focus on metal and all shades of blue and white. And bring in that into your decor, but also with images of things like bluebirds and clouds and blue flowers. Avoid everything else. And again, this is all on the blog. A cure is a black dish with rice and a single Chinese coin with a bloodstone on top of the coin to absorb any negativity and protect your finances. Another protection for wealth is to display a blue elephant or a blue rhino statue. Now, I have to mention this because I mentioned this to a client recently. So last year, there was a rice cure similar to this one that attracted mice. And I came home to find the dish spilled over, most of the rice gone, and let's just say that's not your ideal situation. So if you're concerned about rodents, I sprayed my rice with Windex. No creature is going to come anywhere near that rice. So just letting you know that. Keep that in mind. All right. So we come around from the northeast to the east. The east is, oh, what a problem this direction is this year. I would say the northwest and east are probably the worst directions. The east is so fraught with problems. It's where the Grand Duke is. It's the home of the rabbit. It's her queen. It's the queen's throne. Do you think we have the right to sit on the queen's throne? No, we should not look to the east. I was setting down meditation cushions in a circle this weekend and made sure nobody was facing east. It truly is like you do not want to face the east. You do not want to insult our annual rabbit. And with that, this is a room that should be dark, undisturbed, inside and out, no renovations, no digging, no construction, quiet. Respect the annual animal and leave her alone. That's basic thing. The 2-star of sickness complicates this even further. And even though the 2-star is an earth star and the southeast is yin wood, the potential here for all manner of upset, harm, illness is pretty great. And my intuition says the best thing to do is just stick with the innate qualities of the east. You can't even mitigate the conflict because the mitigation, what is between wood and earth, is fire. Well, fire is going to drain the east and feed the sickness of the 2-star. We don't want to do that. So we're just going to leave it in an oppositional, defiant relationship, and just stick with nurturing our rabbit with her own element of wood. Landscapes, healthy plants, the colors of green. That's it. Floral designs. That's it. Landscapes. So if this is a front door, you want a bagua mirror. You want gold food dogs flanking the front steps. And I would say I would climb through a window to avoid a southeast door. I'm not kidding. It is that bad. I mean, an east door, not southeast. So the east is the worst place for an office, for a bedroom, and for an entrance. If you can't move your use of those places, really, really be careful with your health and your welfare. I'm not joking. To appease the Grand Duke, place a gold Tai Shui plaque, pair of Piao beasties facing into the afflicted direction of 82.9 or 82.5 to 97.5 east. What else can I say? So much has already been said. I think that's it. All right, neutralize. We're coming around to the southeast. Neutralize the southeast, which is the 3-star. It's just bitchy. It's no other way to put it. It's cranky. It's like somebody that's just baited you for a fight. It's like the energy is just fraught with contention and disharmony and is looking for a fight. So the best thing to do here, the 3-star is a yin wood star. It's at home in the southeast. And the best thing to do is just drain it with red. Drain it with red, a red happy hody in a prominent place, the colors of red and your artwork and fabrics and rugs. Not a whole lot to say there. And being in the southeast, it's fine to have lots of lush flowers and plants, especially if they flower in bright, fiery colors. Activate the 8-star in the south. Ooh, is that a great spot? This is doubled 8-star. This is so much wealth potential. It's ridiculous. We want to nourish the 8-star, which is an earth star, with fire, which is the south. So this is just, it's yummy. You know, you've got all the best components coming together of fire and earth, dancing with this double 8-star here. And if you have a north-south house like I do, with no obstructions between the doorways, let that chi flow. Sometimes I prop both doors open and just let the future wealth of the north run right through the love altar in the center, filled with love, right through the back door with wealth. Beautiful energy flow. So you can hang on the door 8 Chinese coins if it's an entrance. You can also put 8 citrine or red crystal balls in a ceramic square tray or bowl. You could also do 8 silk red flowers. You can also do a wealth cabbage called a baichak or a red phoenix statue or image. All of these are potential cures. You do not need to do all of them. You know, 1 or 2 is more than enough. We're going to come around to another great area. This is where I'm sitting. The 1-star is in the southwest, is a wealth star. And the 1-star is water. The southwest is earth. We need to mitigate. We mitigate with what is between earth and water, which is metal. But we're going to throw a little nod to the watery one and throw in a little bit of blue. So we're looking at metal with colors of white, gray, black, and a little blue thrown in. The annual cure is a round metal bowl and other metal objects and furnishings which can also be furniture painted black or white. Then place a single gold ingot on something blue for wealth. And if this is your office, place a red ruri sword to strengthen your career. Another great spot, which is actually exactly where I'm sitting, which is facing west with my back to the east, brings potential for success and wealth. This is a great place for an office or a conference room. It is afflicted. It's got the Shui Po and the 3 killings. So this is not a place where I want to be banging weights or running a Peloton or outside doing some big renovation, like putting a deck in. This is like a reminder that just because an area is great doesn't mean we activate it with noise. The activation I use is simply being in here every day, right? And talking helps too, but I'm not yelling. Sometimes I'm singing, but I'm not yelling. So you want to keep it positive. So a gold happy hody sitting on an ingot or 6 gold ingots in a metal round dish. And to appease the Shui Po and the 3 killings, point a silver elephant in the direction of 232.5 to 307.5 west on your compass. A special cure that I have is the 3 celestial mirror that ensures you get the optimal benefit from this area. And it's also a reminder to, throughout the year, go around and touch your cures, dust them off, kiss them even, remind them of their purpose. All right. And the West, the 6 star is a metal element. The West is metal. So just bring in lots of that metal component. Add a little bit of earth. Yeah. All right. The last one. I know we're running into past 30 minutes. Thank you for hanging on and listening. The 5 stars in the Northwest. This is another major problematic area. The worst for a bedroom or front door, the Northwest. Avoid this area at all cost. Keep it quiet, dark, undisturbed. No renovations or noise. Metal and a touch of blue, but mostly metal, black, white, very zen design. And, like if this is a kitchen, God forbid, cover the burners with cookie sheets when not in use. If you cannot avoid this as a bedroom, saltwater cure under the bed, Wulu health gourd on the bedside tables. If it's a front door that you cannot use any other way to get into your home, Bagua mirror and metal food dogs flanking the front door. Lastly, I'll wrap up the best directions for June, the center of your home, north, south, west, west, and south. The areas of caution, northwest, southeast, east, and northeast. And for our world, the horse rules the south, and along the international line is really now moving over to Spain, France, Great Britain, much of Europe, and Western Africa. So we will probably see more interesting news developing. And I think that's it. Oh my gracious. Welcome to summer, friends. And wishing you all great abundance and goodwill in the month of June. Thank you so much and be well.